different philosophy in regards to food. I mean, the food I was served, my gosh, can you imagine being put a 23-year-old man, 23 years old, who's done tree trimming, had an interest in sports, basketball, football, softball, being told to because he had a nervous breakdown, to eat six small meals a day with no sugar, the hypoglycemic diet, because it was ascertained after I took the glucose tolerance test or this and that I had a little dip in my blood sugar level, which we all do. Granted, it's important what we put into our systems, but the type of food I was fed for in the prime of my life was enough to make you feel downright distraught, depressed, and morose and bitter.
You think that that's what made you what you are?
Well, I'm not saying I'm downright disgusting.
No, you said that you're schizophrenic, though. You think you?
Well, I was schizophrenic when I was in college. Right now, I just feel like I'm articulating some of the things I've experienced, and I think I'm doing a fairly good job of it. It's hard to. I've written, gosh, about 1,500 pages, and if you're more interested in getting to know the schizophrenic mind and this and that, actually, I have a flower of creativity which can bloom. I need a little sunshine, some meager food substances, a place to rest, a place to walk. I need to take nature walks. I got a lot of potential yet. I'm still young.
When I knew you, you weren't really that much different than the people around you. I didn't see.
I didn't think so either.
I didn't see you and Doug and your family as being real different, or you as being different from them. So when did this? You want to go into that?
When did I start sensing that I was a little different?
Yeah.
Actually, I'd say after my sophomore year in high school. You know, my mother at Earth House, New Jersey, when I was 27 years old, she said I was a high school dropout, and that's really cutting words, because actually I was selected leader of my senior class. Despite I ran cross country, and when I had the opportunity to speak, see, I was always reticent. I'm basically a shy person. I can't fathom how aggressive most Americans are, because I think sometimes it works to their disadvantage. And granted, I get very aggressive myself to defend myself. I mean, what do you? Can you defend yourself without words? I mean, you got to say hello, even though you don't necessarily feel like it all the time. You know, dealing with social workers is very difficult. That's Big Brother, in my opinion. 1984, George Orwell, Big Brother and Big Sister. I've had them both, and they can be very, very awesome, relentless, and threatening. But what I was going to say, I did have a split from reality when I was a sophomore in high school. My major interest, I'd say, it wasn't girls. It was basketball, an expression of basketball. You know what? I enjoyed basketball 6th and 7th grade, and to some degree in 8th grade. Although there were a few games which I didn't like, where I seemed to lose my aggression and was overpowered because I was a little guy. But my sophomore year, I played B-team basketball, and I started half the games. And the coach liked me, even though I wasn't that fond of myself. I had a small ego, low self-esteem, and I didn't think I deserved to be on the basketball team. No, I deserved to be on the team, but not as a starter. And he started me half the game. I think if you kept track of statistics, I scored maybe 1 point a game and had maybe .05 assists. So I wasn't much of a shooter, and I wasn't much of a playmaker, and I probably led the team in turnovers. So my basketball prowess didn't emerge, but I did have potential. It exhibited itself a few times in practice, and in other times, even my practicing was the coaching. I think was in retrospect. I don't know if Weber is listening to it. He's dead, so he's upstairs. So obviously he's listening to this.
Your coach?
Yeah, he's dead. No, I don't know. I'm not saying that's where he belongs. He belongs in heaven.
When you were a sophomore, that's when you started noticing yourself as somehow different than...
It happened the summer of my sophomore year. After this basketball experience, the whole spiel was go to the Holses. We played basketball every night, and it was in preparation to play ball for the big guys, the varsity, the next year. And I had a distinctive break because I couldn't cope with all the aggression and violence in basketball because I couldn't defend myself. And my dad never gave me a pat on the back. He didn't say to me, "Go out there, Tiger, and kill him." What he said, in effect, was he gave us the nickname, our two nicknames. There were two of us, identical twin brothers, the Bopsy twins and the Young Gentlemen. I mean, what kind of a nickname is that for two kids who probably aspire to be stars of the team?
How did the pediatrician hurt you?
Well, he didn't hurt me directly. I just think he gave me some lame advice. Like doctors have been giving me doctors and psychiatrists have drugged and virtually taken away my will to live for years and years and years. And here, schizophrenia, an incurable malady, that's what they told me. Well, I still maintain Bob Dylan and John Lennon were both schizophrenic at times, and all great artists are a little bit crazy at times. But they've channeled it into a constructive mode. But here, what I'm taking currently is Risperidol. Here it says reasons for taking these medications to help you organize your thinking. It just so happens I'm one of the finer poets of the 21st century. I really think I am. Beliefs that seem very unrealistic. Well, if Brett Favre can do it, maybe I can do it. Seeing or hearing things that nobody else does. Sometimes I tune in, sometimes I don't. I listen to music, I don't know. I listen to the radio. I watch TV. I try to get messages. I don't know. Some people communicate well, some people don't. Behavior that is causing a lot of problems and seems difficult to control. My behavior is impeccable most of the time. If I sound a little obnoxious at times, maybe it's that's just the mode of expressing at times. Extreme sleep problems. That's a bunch of malarkey. But that's this bit about sleeping 8 to 12 hours a day, needing that amount is ludicrous. I only get about 4 hours of sleep a night. Sometimes I've been up already 50, 60 straight hours, but I'm somewhat productive. It gets a little redundant, and it always isn't as functional. If I had a job, then I'd be in different circumstances. I'd have to be alert, for the job, but I'm unemployed. Okay, listen, this is the side effects these medications may cause. Now listen to this. Most likely side effects: muscle cramps, muscle stiffness, feeling restless and unable to sit still. Ponder that a little bit while all you people go to church and snooze through sermons, and I can't even sit still. I'm sitting still now, at least. Hand or leg tremor, feeling nervous,